Hey, what's good, everybody? This is your boy hoWard, and today we'll be discussing why it's so important for you guys to stay positive. Let's talk about it.
And now it's over you. The war goes on. And now it's over you.
Alright, so again, guys, my name is hoWard, and today we'll be discussing why it's so important for you all to remain positive. And not only why it's important for you all to stay positive, but we'll also be discussing a few tips and things that you can try to apply to your life to remain positive. So let's be honest, man. It's really easy to be negative, and being positive at times is a really difficult task. Life happens. As we kind of progress through life, it's inevitable that we're all going to meet our own fair share of disappointments and failures. And as we kind of meet these disappointments and failures, it's really easy to fall into a place where we allow negativity to control a good deal of our life. We don't want that to happen. It's important that we don't allow that to happen because negativity is like a disease. It's one of those things that not only affects us, but it affects all the people around us. It affects our friends, family, kids, co-workers. It even affects our performance at work. It affects the quality of our life as a whole. So we definitely don't want to get into a place where we allow negativity to manage how we go through life. What I want to do today is not only just tell you to stay positive, but I really want to give you guys a few tips on things that you can do to try to remain positive. I know that it's become cliche to tell people to just change their attitude if they're being negative, but the reality is, if you don't equip people with the proper tools to stay positive, it's really easy to fall into the depths of negativity, even if changing their attitude momentarily pulls them out of that depth of negativity. So the first tip that I kind of have for you guys for staying positive, something that helps me out a good deal, is being thankful for what I already have. I know that sounds so cliche and so simple, but it really works. Think about it. Sometimes it takes being appreciative for the little things that you have and showing gratitude for the things that you've already blessed with to kind of stay positive. Think about it. Being thankful for little things like even having a roof over your head, or being in good health, or having friends and family that care about you, man, that instantly kind of gives you a boost of positivity, especially when you take into consideration that there are millions of people out there that don't have the little things that we take for granted every day. So being thankful is really important. Another thing that you can do to remain positive is simply doing something that you love doing. I know for me personally, whenever I go out and I use my camera or I get the opportunity to do music, when I'm in a bad place and I do that, I can momentarily kind of forget about that negativity, and I'm actually using that negativity for something productive. I'm using that negative energy and converting it to something positive by doing something that I love. So it doesn't matter what that thing is. I don't care whether it's playing basketball, writing, watching TV, whatever it is. It's really important not to let that negative energy just sit and stir around. Try to convert it into something positive. Do something that you love to do. Another great way of staying positive is doing something nice for someone else or helping someone else. You can do that in a million different ways. You can do that by going and donating your time and helping out a charity. This is something that you can do without even leaving the comfort of your own house through social media. It can be saying something positive about someone else. It could be lending someone a shoulder or listening to them whenever they're going through a difficult time. Whenever you take the time to help someone else or do something nice for someone else, you kind of get a high or a rush from that, a rush of positive energy. Whenever you're in a negative place, one of the easiest things that you can do to try to get out of that space and fill yourself with positive energy is by helping someone else. Another thing that you can do for staying positive, if you're in a negative place, you probably want to separate yourself from negative people. I know we all have friends and family that are kind of negative at times. I know I've been this guy at times. Whenever you're in a bad place or you're negative, you don't want to go and be around other people that are negative, because what you're going to do, again, remember I said negativity is like a disease. Whenever you're negative and you're going to surround yourself around people that are negative, all you're going to do is keep infecting one another with that negativity. It's just going to bounce around each other. So if you're in a bad place and you want to get to the point that you're feeling positive and you're feeling more energized about life and just more positive, you probably want to separate yourself from that source of negativity and surround yourself with more positive people and a more positive environment. For most of us, we keep falling back into the depths of negativity because we keep surrounding ourselves with negative people and we keep placing ourselves in these negative environments. If you want to put a stop to that, one of the easiest things that you can do is separate yourself from anything negative and make sure that you're surrounding yourself in a positive environment with people encouraging you to remain positive. The last piece of advice that I have for you for remaining positive kind of revisits the thing I briefly mentioned in the beginning of this video, which is changing your attitude. I know that sounds so cliche, and I know it sounds so difficult to do at times, but it's so important that we do this. As we go through life, it's inevitable that we're going to meet our own fair share of disappointments and things that are just completely out of our control. There's going to be times when we're forced to deal with deaths of family members, lost jobs, ending relationships, failures. As we go through life, we're going to face situations that we can't make immediate changes to. And the only thing that we can really do in that situation is change our attitude and outlook on it. I know that it's something that's easier said than done, but it's something that we all are forced to have to do at some point in our life. All in all, I know that it's really important that we all remain positive, even though I know that it's really, really difficult to do so at times. Our ability to stay positive as we kind of progress through life has the ability to not only affect our lives, but the lives of others. It's really important that we're able to master this ability to ensure that we all have the best quality life that we can possibly have. Big Crit said it best, life ain't nothing but an EQ of highs and lows. As we go through life, sometimes we experience highs, other times we experience lows. But what's important for us to know is that when we're meeting those low times, it's important that we possess the skills necessary to be able to pull us back up. So guys, please tell me, were any of the tips that I gave you guys something that you think that you can apply to your life? Are there things that you're already doing? Is there anything that I left out? What things do you do to remain positive? Please, if you have any tips on how to stay positive or have any thoughts on it, please make sure that you leave a comment and share with friends and family and get them involved with the conversation. I want you guys to all stay positive. Y'all stay blessed. May y'all have a nice day. I'll see y'all next time.
And now it's over you.